Hello everyone, it's Jamarl Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. Democrats, come on in. Time to have an intervention. So, yeah, I know it's a lot of us, but we've already agreed that I was going to be the one who do the talking. So have a seat. You haven't been looking good over these last few months. And look, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it away as somebody who's known you for a long time. And look, you had a rough go of it. The last election did not go well. It was kind of embarrassing. Not to mention, you practically destroyed your party to put up the weakest candidate to go against a bad man. And you guys lost. So look, I get it. I get it. It's tough. It is tough. And you know, to be fair, for the longest time, I think progressives, we've been almost unsympathetic. And maybe we were wrong to be unsympathetic. I didn't quite get it. It was only like a few days ago where it was like, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. The day Trump took office, he did steal something from you. He stole your ability to exist in the illusion that a democratic administration affords you. He's brought you to the desert of the real. That's all that has taken place. Essentially, that feeling that you're feeling right now, that feeling like there's a bloodthirsty maniac at the helm and there are no structures in place to make sure that person doesn't do really bad things. We've lived with that over the past 20 years. Welcome to the fucking club. But look, now that you are awake, now that you're, paying attention, stuff bothers you now, we have to ask. Gotta ask. I don't feel like it would even be right for me to go forward if I don't ask. Where was this outrage during the Obama administration? Oh, okay. You're shocked. All right. This is kind of my point. Where was the outrage? You guys have been setting stuff on fire. You've been breaking property. You even beat up a guy. That's some fire. I just don't remember it during the previous administration. I mean, look, progressives were screaming at the top of our lungs. But back then, there was only so few of us. Okay, look, I'm just saying. It seems a little slightly biased or disingenuous. Someone even may say hypocritical. Hypocritical. So, for instance, the Muslim ban. And look, it's a grotesque policy. It should be resisted. It's horrible. And so, it's not that I disagree with your protesting, your anger, and your rage on it. I get it. But you realize that Obama had been bombing like 7 Muslim countries. I mean, before he left, he started bombing Somalia. Do you know that 90% of the bombs that we dropped hit the wrong person? Did you know that? That's in those news magazines that you guys don't typically like to read when it's saying something bad about your candidate. Obama killed thousands of civilians. Now look, it is absolutely grotesque that you would have one administration who comes in and tries to keep people out of the country based on religion. But between the two, right? When you get a little bit angrier at the murdering part, I just don't remember all of these airport, protests when Obama was killing Muslims or killing civilians. But okay, fair enough. What about the ICE raids? Essentially, Trump creating his Gestapo immigration force. Yeah, again, it's pretty ghastly. It's bad. It's horrible. And again, it should be resisted. But do you know how many people Obama deported? They called him the deporter-in-chief. Look, and I get it. You're going to say, well, Trump is going to break records in deportations. But Obama already broke records in deportation. You can't see how that looks a little biased, a little hypocritical even. Look, I agree with you. Trump is ghastly. But you're mistaking, that's exterior though. You're essentially believing that just because someone has a mild mannerism, that the things that they're doing aren't necessarily as ghastly. The difference between it is one is more honest. One is a disgusting human being, and he is doing disgusting things. The second one could smile a particular way. He had star power. So the things that he did around the world that hurt people, that injured people, that stripped resources from people in his own country, it didn't bother you as much because, you know, he had an image and star power. He was Obama. He was progressive. Let me ask you this. The Yemen raid. Like, so, everybody knows what happened. They bring up a raid for Obama. Obama turns it down. Trump takes it. And Trump is like, if Obama turned it down, that pussy, we'll go get him. The raid goes bad. One Marine gets killed. Several civilians are killed. And everybody is like, Trump wasn't even in the situation room when it happened. He's a horrible person. But I've kind of just quoted that other stat. I mean, even if we go into this whole thing of kill squads, Obama was paying kill squads. He was paying people, those moderate rebels, those are kill squads. There are no moderate rebels in Syria. You're working with ISIS and Al-Qaeda. So, if he's paying people for kill squads in some of these countries, he's drone striking civilians in other countries. And he himself was helping Saudi Arabia massacre hundreds of civilians. I'm missing your case. So are you saying you'll be okay with it if Trump's mission succeeded? The Marine didn't die, he wasn't killed? You would have been okay with the mission then? What I'm getting at is, it seems that you guys have selective outrage. That's what I'm getting at. Because the honest position would be, I don't give a shit whether people were killed or not on that mission. They should have never did that mission. Why are we in Yemen and why are we helping Saudi Arabia murder civilians? That's the position. That is the only honest position, if you're going to call yourself on the left. Berkeley. Let's go with Berkeley. So Milo, whatever the hell his name is, wants to come to your school and give a speech. Yes, he is a disgusting human being. I get it. I saw the guy, he was on Rubin's Report or something. And he was saying like this really disgusting stuff. And I didn't quite understand why they were talking to him. But you understand, right? The problem with that is, why not? Who gives a shit if he gets to there and talk? He's only talking to other people who think like him. Most people are repulsed by that. It's a college campus, guys. Somebody said something like about safe space. You're trying to have a safe space for yourself in doing that. As you say, you don't want a safe space for conservative talk. My point to you is, your reaction to this, it's so over the top compared to how petty that was. And again, it misses this whole idea of substance over look. It's like image is everything. No, image is not everything. Substance matters. So the same millennials who's out there doing that at Berkeley, if Obama was going out and give a speech, Obama has killed thousands of civilians. Obama has taken away their personal liberties. They could be thrown in prison right now as a terrorist and indefinitely detained. That was under Obama. There wouldn't be any protests. I'm making the point that yes, Milo is saying very disgusting things, but the guy who's actually doing disgusting things in the office, no issue. Your illusions are secure. If the one thing that you guys lost in Trump taking office is that you are aware and awake at the shit that goes on around you all the time, then maybe it's worth it. I'm not saying that I want Trump in office. Nope. But I am saying that there is a level of dishonesty in the way you guys appraise the shit that he's doing in office, as disgusting as it is, but giving the other guy a pass on the same shit that he was doing in office. It's as if you guys have selective you're morally inconsistent. That's the word, morally inconsistent. Look, your values are not based on the party. At least they shouldn't be. And it's turning you into hypocrites. One outrage after another after another. Everything you do, or everything he's doing, you guys are protesting. Even though some of the stuff your previous president was doing, you guys didn't say shit about it. What are you going to do when he does something massive? Did you think about that? Like, if you're going to protest every little thing that takes place, and look, some of this stuff is gross, and it has to be protested. What I'm making the point is, you're going to the same arrow for every particular situation that comes up. Guys, I have been unsympathetic in how I've regarded you over this past few months. But it's time to wake the fuck up. This has nothing to do with party. This has everything to do with what is it to be a human being? And what is it to espouse things and actually believe those things untethered to the party that the person is in? If your candidate is doing something bad, call him on that shit. If the other guy is doing something good, call him on that shit. Why is this tethered to party? I guess I feel like I'm sick of just kind of playing one side off the other. The overwhelming majority of things that people talk about, they agree on. Honestly, you may not believe it, but it's true. Because you're so tethered to the things that, Obama does this, so it's okay. Trump does this, it's horrible. There will be a Democrat in office again. And what I'm hoping is that this illusion is shattered for good. I know for some of you that won't be the case. But I'm hoping there's enough of you who says, well, you know what, he's right. Both of these guys were killing people. Both of these guys were horrible on civil liberties. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm calling this an intervention. Because I kind of don't want you to go along with the illusions for the next Democratic administration that comes in, and you act as if everything had changed. You realize when Obama took over after Bush, for the most part, nothing changed. Even Guantanamo Bay stayed open. So yes, the tone had changed. One guy was a loudmouth, to shoot from the hip, and was not bright in the least. The other guy was smooth talking, smart, and charismatic. They both were killers. Take it how you take it. All I'm saying is, when the next administration comes in office, just remember the shit that goes on now, and remember the shit that goes on then. And at the very least, try not to hold on to those illusions and actually stand for something. Thanks, guys.